Penis, wiener, wiener schnitzel, hello. What's up everybody, it's Tiller the Drauger, back with another video. Today we're going to be doing a rundown of my Ukrainian inspired kit that I'll be wearing for this upcoming operation at the Bing Field, called the Battle of the Bulge. Now, originally, because it was the Battle of the Bulge, I was going to wear my Wehrmacht uniform. I haven't worn it in a while, and last time I wore it, a lot of the buttons were coming off, some of the seams were coming undone, so I decided to get it out. Maybe it's something I could fix. Once I started looking at it, the suspender, like buttons, where the bracers were, it just completely ripped off. The pants are ripping, they're not even sized right. Yeah, it was a cheap uniform. So my goal for this was to use my MG42. That's what I was most excited about. I haven't used it in a while, and I'm like, I've got to find something to do with it. So my buddy's like, why don't you just do a Ukrainian kit? They're using the MG3 over there, and it's basically the same thing aside from a few differences, you know, caliber, muzzle device, that sort of thing. So that's what I did. So I decided to do maybe like a 2022, early 2023, maybe up to the counter-offensive style loadout. So we're going to be wearing multicam, we're going to be using the MG42, that sort of thing. So let's get into it. Right in the fucking knee, that hurt. That hurt. Was not expecting that. That fucking hurt. All right, we're going to start tip the butt just the way most of us like it. We're going to start off with the uniform. The uniform is just standard U.S. Army OCP, nothing special, just regular OCP in my sizing. We're going to go with the field blouse instead of the combat shirt. Seems to be very common, especially in the early days of the war between 22 to 23 counteroffensive. They were just getting whatever they could get. I know a lot of OCP was sent over there, or so I was told. Guess just whatever you can get your hands on. We're going to start with the helmet. This has kind of become my workhorse. This is just my regular Pasget, 1980s issued Pasget with a night vision mount that'll have the GoPro on it, and the weird little back mount thing to help counterbalance that. I don't know if I'm actually going to keep this on, but it looks correct. It looks more like the 4-point contact chin strap thing. All I did was take the cover off. I know Pasgets were sent over there. I can't find any pictures or a whole lot of pictures of it. I think I have one or two I might be able to show on screen. But yeah, this has kind of become my workhorse. This works with like 3 of my different loadouts. So yeah, that's what I'm going for. All right, now on to the plate carrier. Don't crucify me. This is my Russian Ars Arma A18 Skanda. I use this for my Rust 4 loadout too. I couldn't find any pictures, but doing some research online, some people said that it's quite possible that Ars Arma products made it in the Ukraine prior to the war. Very possible. But I'm going with this because it's just simply the best plate carrier I own, and it's the best plate carrier, and it's the only plate carrier I have in multicam. We're going to be running just 3 AK-74 mags. It's going to be based off a picture that I'll put on screen that really inspired me to do this kind of kit. You know, just the dangler pouch. We will have the backpack, assault pack thing attached to it. I don't know if I'm actually going to run that for the entirety of the op. My GoPro thing here, you know, my Baofeng, that's about it. Just a pretty standard setup. We are going without the neck and groin protector. Now, I know those were pretty common in the early parts of the war, but a lot of the pictures and stuff that I'm referencing, a lot of Ukrainian guys weren't really wearing that yet. They were. You can find a ton of pictures and videos of them wearing it, but for what I'm going for, I'm not doing that. All right, now we're going to move on to the belt. We're just going to be using one of the cheap Krydex Airsoft belts in multicam. I have actually heard some of these have made it over there in Ukraine. I don't know. It's just what I heard. Now, in Ukraine, they're using the wide belts more than they are the small pistol belts like this. The main reason is they can actually put armor in the belt to help protect them, like soft armor kind of thing, fragmentation stuff. But there's a ton of pictures, I'll put them on screen, of plenty of guys wearing these small tactical war belts, the ones that just go around their belt loops on Velcro and it attaches to them. Since I'm going to be primarily doing a machine gunner loadout, that's why I went with this. I was just going to wear my Marine Corps belt, which is a lot wider and has the suspenders. I just didn't really like the way it looked with all the multicam. I know they're doing that. Obviously, I have some of my Marine Corps pouches on here, but yeah, I'm going with this with a few off patches. 2 grenade pouches, pistol pouch, pistol holster, and I'm going to be using my USMC canteen and canteen cover. For the pistol, I am going to be using my Lend-Lease M9. Since I am machine gunning, I feel a lot more comfortable having a pistol with me, and I thought an M9 would work really well. I do have a Makarov, but yeah, we're going with this just because it seems like it made more sense. And we are going to be holding that in our USGI M12 holster. Don't listen to people, this is a great holster. A couple miscellaneous things. We do have the Velcro belt. You're going to see in the video, I just tied around my waist. Just throw the belt on over that. And then just a pair of black mechanics gloves. All right, the fun part of the video. This is going to be my backup, just my LCT AK-74. I'm going to be using this more as a backup. I might switch to it later, but I'm probably going to be machine gunning for most of the day, so I'll be running the MG. But I have it here in case anything happens with that. I have a few extra mags in the assault pack, and I'm just running 3 on my chest. I'm not overdoing it with ammo since I'm going to be mainly running this. All right, now the part of the video you're probably most interested in. This is my, I believe it's made by A&K. This is my MG42. Like I said, the upcoming operation is a Battle of the Bulge operation, but my uniform's in shambles. And I'm like, man, I gotta do something. And my buddy Troopy's like, why don't you do a Ukrainian kit? You have everything you need for it. Use the MG42 for that. I'm like, yeah, that would be kind of cool. So yeah, just an A&K MG42. This was my first machine gun. If you have a keen nerd eye like I do, you'll notice, you know, the MG3 does not use this type of muzzle device. I don't know if the buttstock and the handle is wood, but it's black now, probably polymer. And we're going to be using the standard like drum mag thing on it because that's the only way I can feed it. But I did decide to put the bipod closer to the back. And the reason for that is it's easier for me to look cool and it's easier for me to look kosher. This is also based on a video from earlier in the war where a Ukrainian was clearing a trench with an MG3 in that exact style and configuration. So that's what we're going for. The boots I'm going to be wearing, I almost forgot about them, are just my black Belvilles. I don't know the exact name of them, but I also wear them for my Russian kit. I'm going to be wearing them for this. I know a lot of Ukrainians were using the suede boots, you know, just standard like suede tactical boots. I decided to go with black just because, again, I didn't think my USMC boots looked really good with this loadout, so that's what I'm going with.
Ось моє плече, я поруч, браза. Ось воно напроти суне, зараза. Ось заходить з флангу нова фаза. Працюємо спокійно, як того вчили нас. Там наше завтра за нашими спинами. І наші діти, батьки, родини там. І ті, що пішли на щиті, побратими. Також за нашими спинами. Нехай стрибає щур, загнаний у кут. І палає заревом наш маршрут. Значить, є робота для наших рук. Тут. Фортеця Бахмут.